fault, but because I just had some login issues with a specific account, and it kind of locked me out for having too many invalid logins. So I was trying to figure that out, and I just realized I was running super close to market open. So I'm gonna get everything all started up now. So as people join in, I'll try to get this all sorted out. The stream is now running. I'm gonna hopefully get my Ninja Trader up within the next couple minutes. My first entry is at 6:35, so I have some time here. I think I just gotta let it like not log into Ninja Trader for a little bit for it to reset. I think it thinks I'm a bot trying to log into an account. So, anyways, let me put the list of my trades over here for the day. So here are my list of trades between 6 and 7. There was one at 6 o'clock, but the win ratio isn't super high. We've been taking the 6 o'clock entry for the past couple weeks. The win ratio is not as high as it was before, so obviously I'm not looking to take that one. I have it marked up on my chart if anybody's looking at it, but it's not one that I'm looking to take or that I decided to take, of course, because it does not have the target entry labeled on it, of course. So with that being the case, you guys can kind of see my list over here. The trade's running right now, so it didn't actually come up because it was supposed to be against momentum. It came up for a sell for today, so it wouldn't have came up regardless. Over here at 6:29, there's another entry that's coming up in a few minutes. It is a trade against momentum. It has a 60% overall win ratio. 1 to 2 risk reward. It wins 66.67% of the buys. So if you're looking to take the entry over here at 6:29, it's going to be a buy entry if it does come up as a buy. The entry over here at 6 o'clock did not come up as a buy, so there's no entry there at all. It came up as a sell. So I'll just delete that. I don't want you guys to think that there was a position there. Um, yeah, next setup is going to be right here at 6:29. For anybody who's looking to take that, it's going to be for a buy on market open. Hey Maria, morning. Morning Chris, morning Ben, morning everybody. Yeah, hopefully everyone had a great weekend. I'm ready to kick off this trading week. Morning Justin. Again, if you guys are looking to take this 6:29 entry, it's going to come up right here for a buy. It does line up with the criteria. So again, the 6:29 entry has a 60% overall win ratio. It's not very high overall, but for buys here, it does have a 66.67. Still not super, super high, but it is high enough. It's won 2 out of the 3 recent Mondays. So if you guys want to take it at your own risk. Again, just keep in mind that this is going to be the opening candle entry. If you guys are looking to take the breakout for today is looking like it is going to be let's go on the 10-minute real quick. If you're basing it off the 10-minute, it's going to be a buy. So it's going to line up with the algo entry over here. So if you guys are looking to take that out, Talanji is one of the main people who takes the breakout on open. I don't think he's taking it anymore, but if you guys do want to take it, it's going to be set up like that. ATR is currently at 8 right now, so we have normal ATR right now. The thing that you guys want to keep in mind that today is Monday, so expect manipulation. A lot of people are re-entering the market from the weekend, so expect a lot of manipulation here on open. So if you want to wait for the market here to stabilize a little bit, which is what I'm going to do, feel free. It's probably better to wait anyways. So my first entry here is going to be at 8:35 or 6:35. I'm going to put the stats over here so we can kind of follow it. 40-20 with momentum. 8 until 10. All right, I got my statistics over here set up. So it's gonna update right now to the 6:35 entry. That's gonna be my first actual entry that I'm looking to take. The problem with my Ninja Trader right now is that I currently can't access it. Okay, so here's the entry at 6:29, guys. Currently running in profit right there, as you guys can see. We're following right now. Market is now open. This is the opening candle. As you guys know, a lot of manipulation here on open. It's pushing up right there, looking pretty good overall. It's currently stuck at the sessions, but it looks like it's gonna break right through it. And full TP right there. So if you guys took that entry right there, you guys can see I have it listed. It was at 6:29 right here against momentum. We had a sell momentum over here, so it was for a buy. 60% overall win ratio. Win ratio for buys are 66.67. It won 2 out of the 3 recent Mondays. And if you guys wanted to take it, it came up right there, full TP. So great work to you guys who caught that right there. That was the first entry right here at 6:29. It actually lined up with what we were looking for. Hey, Sam, morning. All right, looks like a couple of you guys here caught that. Looks like the breakout over here is also running. So here goes the breakout on open. It's on its way to full TP right there. If you guys want to move your stop loss in profit, feel free to move it in profit. Pushed up about 60 or so points. So if you want to move your stop loss in profit, guarantee some profits. And if you want to shoot for that full 80, feel free. If you want to pull out at the 50, it already hit for the full TP 50-50 right there. So 50 points full TP right there. If you want to go for the 80 is still pushing up higher. So solid start to the day so far. Um, Looking over here at the orb, I know some of you guys are still looking to take the orb. The orb for today is going to be right here at the 46,616, and then the lower part of the orb is going to be right here at 46,545, or yeah, 46,545. So if you're looking to take that, possibly continuation up higher, my actual entry is going to be right here at 635. I'm going to try to log into my Ninja Trader in a few. I'm just hoping I don't get this login error again. Okay, so next entry for today, and I'll put the algo entries up here. So today's algo entries, 6:29 a.m. It was a win plus 2R. Next entry is at 6:35. So we have one entry for today that came up. 6 o'clock didn't come up. It didn't meet the criteria. So I'm going to, I'll just leave it right there. I don't need to delete it. I mean, I guess I could put notes on it, but it's not necessary. So the breakout right here, it just hit 80 points, guys. So if you guys took the breakout on open, 80 points, full TP right there. Great start to the week so far with regard to the entries which have appeared. So breakout, full TP right there, 80 points. And then also the 629 entry right here, full TP for 40 points. And it looks like the orb also has opportunity right there as well. I don't know if it'll pull back, but if you took it immediately on open, it's currently running right now. But if you're looking for that retracement, it hasn't filled yet. So huge bullish push to the upside. Let me try to log into my Ninja Trader now. Huh. Wow, my life. Ninja Trader is giving me. God damn it. Okay. I can't log into my Ninja Trader. Unfortunately, there's an issue with one person's account, and now I can't log into my own account now. Uh, let's see if it lets me. My Ninja is loading up though. So it's loading up, but I keep getting these errors. Yeah, this is going to be, I mean, this might be an issue in the future moving forward. I guess if I ever have this issue or someone's like a single account has an issue logging into the hedge fund, I'm just not going to trade their account for the day. I tried to log into someone's account a couple of times, and then eventually it ended up giving me this error because it had the wrong login for some reason. It's all right. Obviously it's a learning process for me too. So I think, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get into the 635 entry. I want to get into it, but I don't think I'll be able to get into it, guys, because I can't get into my Ninja Trader right now. I mean, I'm in my Ninja Trader, but I can't get into my other accounts. Here, let me see if I can maybe log into mine here. Okay, cool. So the first account's cool. Let me try to get into this one. I think I might have to just wait. Yeah, anyways, I'm not going to get into this trade right here. If you guys want to get into it, guys, this is a 635 entry. It has a 66.67% probability of it winning overall for a 1 to 2 risk reward. For buys here, it has a probability of 66.67 for buys and for sells. So both directions look good here. The entry here is going to be for a buy. It's won 3 out of the 3 recent Mondays. And if you're going to be looking to take it, I would aim for a buy, of course. The entry here is for a buy, so this is going to meet criteria. If you guys want to take it, it's going to close in about 15 seconds. Unfortunately, I can't take it because I have issues. I have technical issues with NinjaTrader right now. I can't get into my other accounts, so I wouldn't be able to copy. But yeah, this is the entry right here. It's going to close in about a few seconds. And there we go. It's currently running right now in profit. Thanks, Rashida. So Rashida said there's outages. Okay, so there's outages across the board, it looks like, with Top Step. Obviously, I'd like this trade to hit, even though I'm not in it. We are following it here. I'll try to see. I'll try to log in my Apex again one more time. Yeah, I guess I'll be looking to get into the following entries, but this one's currently running right now. This is the entry at 635. It's about to hit its full TP right there on its way up. Yeah, Stern said Amazon had issues from this morning. Okay, good to know that it's not just me that's having issues. Looks like that full TP is about to hit right there. Uh, oh, the entry is down here. Okay, yeah, so full TP right there, guys, from the 6:35 entry. Unfortunately, I was not able to get into that right there. That is the 6:35 a.m. So we're on a pretty good start for this week so far, guys. If you guys got into these entries right here at the plus 2R again. So the entry happened right here on the close of this red candle, 635. Pushed up. It went right past target right there and full TP again. So great win so far overall. Solange got it. Nice work. Yeah, great work, guys. Next entry is going to be at 636. Looks like it already came up. I mean, obviously we wouldn't double stack the positions here, but it looks like there was like maybe another one that which would have came up right here. I mean, obviously we wouldn't double stack it. So that wouldn't have counted as an entry, but these two right here, 629, 635 full TPs. The next one's going to be at 646. It's going to be against momentum. So two back-to-back wins right there so far. Two wins, zero losses, plus 4R. Okay, let me try to get into my connection again over here. Um, it's like asking me to do CAPTCHA, and then when I write you the CAPTCHA, it just gives me an error. Okay, unfortunately, guys, it looks like I'm not going to be able to take any trades today. Yeah, I think in the future, if I have a connection issue with just one account, I'm just not going to trade their account on the hedge fund. Unfortunately, I tried to log into their account like I think like 10 times in it, and now it gave me, I mean, pretty much my whole platform is kind of let me see, I'm trying to verify it. Yeah, if you guys use NinjaTrader, typically when you try to link your accounts and their connections, that's where I'm getting the issue. I have my main account, which is logged in, but I don't have, like, it doesn't let me log into my others. So, I mean, it's kind of pointless because I can't copy to any of the hedge clients and I can't copy to any of the other accounts that I have. I don't want to keep doing it because if I keep doing it, I might get some more errors here. Okay, it's okay. I guess for today, I'm just going to be doing a lot of analysis for my entries. I do have my entries over here listed. For those of you who want to take it, feel free. I will keep following along with the entries that I have listed for the day. It's just, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take any actual trades on my accounts. Um, man, I was really excited to take entries today too. It's okay. No biggie. It's just one day. Got a whole week ahead of me. I'm gonna try to get into my Tradeify. Mm-hmm. No. All right, guys. So there's two entries which we followed along for today. Unfortunately, the 636 entry didn't play through. I mean, which is fine. It's Longi, like you said. The thing is, this trade would have overlapped. I mean, some of you guys want to take the overlapping entries. I wasn't even looking at the 636 because the 635 was running at the time. But so far, we've had two entries which have hit full TP on the regular algo entries. For the breakout for the day, we hit full TP for 80 points. And then if you guys decided to take the orb entry over here, the orb entry actually never filled. So there was nothing there for that one. Next entry coming up over here is going to be at 646. Right here, 646 is going to have a 60% probability of it winning overall for a 1 to 2 risk reward. Has a 75% probability of it winning for sells. It won one out of the three recent Mondays. So if you're looking to take the trade over here for 646, you want to aim for a sell entry. That is going to be the one that you want to aim for. Yeah, thanks, Sing. Yeah, everyone's mentioning that Amazon cloud system is down right now. I'm pretty sure, there's a lot of companies that run through Amazon cloud system, probably even NinjaTrader, so it's all good. We'll be on the analysis side of things. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hop into the chat. If you guys are interested in investing in Kodikai Capital, if for example, if here's the thing, like the bad part about trading, guys, and this is something that a lot of people they don't want to come to the realization is that trading isn't for everybody, right? I mean, it can be for everybody, but it's not necessarily for everybody. If you've been trading for like, I would say give it maybe, I don't want to give it a huge timeline, but if you've been trading for like maybe over 5 years and you haven't found any profitability, like not even just like for a little bit, if you found profitability for like maybe a week or a month or even a couple months, that's great. That means that you're on track. It's just you don't have the consistency to keep going. But if you've gone like 5 years and you haven't found any consistency, the realization is that trading is probably not for you. That it's the unfortunate thing. Like I wish trading was for everybody, but it really isn't. I've been trading for over 12 years now, and I've taught and I've mentored countless people. I think I've probably taught like thousands of people over the, this 8 year period where I went full-time trading. And I just, as much as I wanted people to be good at trading, I realized that trading just isn't for everybody. So if you want to trade, but you don't want to actually be the one trading, you guys can invest in Kodikai Capital. Basically, the way that it would work is I would trade your account, and then you would just pay a service fee or a profit split, and then you would keep all the profits. So that's a service that's available to you guys. If you guys have been following me for the years now, over the years, you guys have seen that I've been pretty consistent. All my live trading has been recorded for the past 8 years. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, the website is kodikaicapital.com. If you guys want to go to the website, it is kodikaicapital.com. You can fill out this form. You need about 10,000 to open a personal account with NinjaTrader, but if you guys do have that, you can get started. So just putting it out there. If there's anybody out there who wants me to trade their account, in the best case scenario, it obviously would be better if you traded yourself because you'd make more profit. But if you want a consistent side income or like an extra form of income, you can sign up for the hedge fund, and I can trade for you, and you can just make consistent profits over the months. Or like what a lot of people do is they participate in the hedge fund, but they also trade prop accounts. So I'll be trading your main account where you basically will get like consistent profits over the months, and then you can go gamble on your prop accounts. That's what a lot of people are doing. So if that's something you're interested in, or if you want more information on it, just reach out to me and I can give you more information. If you go to the website, just fill out the form, and then once you fill out the form, you'll get more information as well. Um, how the program works. But realistically, the only requirement you have is you need to have the initial capital to open the account with NinjaTrader. And then once you have that started, you send over your account details, and then pretty much everything is hands-free. You don't have to check it or anything. The only time you'll make changes is if you want to increase your contract size or decrease contract size. And I usually only recommend to do that on a monthly basis. So like, for example, if you start with 10,000 and then at the end of the month, you're up to like 15,000 or 20,000, then I'll probably tell you like, hey, you should probably increase your contract size so you can make more profit. All right, if you guys are looking to take the entry right here at 646, guys, entry here is going to be against momentum. So what we're anticipating here with regard to the algorithm is it's identifying a possible reversal right here. So, I mean, it looks like this could play through because it looks like price here is starting to hit a ceiling. So it looks like it might reverse back to the downside right here. And that's basically the entry right here at 646. So if you guys want to take this, this has a 60% probability of it winning overall for both buys and sells. It has a 75% probability for sells only, and it's won one of the three recent Mondays. So it doesn't win every single Monday, but it has this, decent win ratio there with regard to sells. So if you guys are looking to take the trade here, it's going to be a sell. I will be following it for you guys, but unfortunately, I cannot enter this trade with you guys. I'm having issues connecting my NinjaTrader, so I got to get that sorted out. Unfortunately, I can't take the trades here. Thanks, Lila. Yeah, no, I was I had to get the website up. So like there's gonna be changes to the website, guys. The website's like very basic right now. It's just like this background image and then for you guys to click here to sign the interest form. Once you guys click on this button right here, it's gonna give you the form right here. And you're just gonna put your information. Once I get this information, I'm going to send over your information to the regulators, basically to get the okay for me to trade your account. Once we get the okay, we will sign your agreement. I'll send it over to NinjaTrader, and then from there we will start trading your account. There's a couple like there's a process behind it. I can't just start trading your account right away. You have to be approved first to for me to trade your account, and then once that's it's all set and sorted, then it'll be good to go. But all right, there's the entry right here running at 646, guys. I'm not in this position right here. Like I said, the probabilities were decent, but they're not like super great. They weren't like super amazing, right? They're good. The main reason I say that is because the overall here was at 60%, right? As you guys know, my criteria, it typically takes 60% to get on the list, but it has to be above a 65 for me to actually want to take it. The reason why this made it to the cutoff is because it did have a 75% probability for sales. And that's the main reason why it made it the list for target entry. But this wouldn't meet the target entry standards by itself. I had to use different factors here to include it within my target entry. But the trade is running right here. It's doing exactly what I told you guys was going to happen, right? The algorithm over here identified a possible reversal, and that's literally what's happening here. Price identified the reversal, and now it's coming down. Yeah, yeah, definitely, Lila. I should probably put that that video on there too, the little overview. Um, I'll be doing some updates as as we move along, of course. A lot of good entries today, and I'm kind of bummed out I wasn't able to take any of these. But it's okay. It's just one day out of this week. Hopefully the rest of this week is pretty smooth and straightforward as well. But the trades here are coming out pretty nicely. Again, we had the 629, which is right here. My algo identified this. If you guys are on the Discord, I posted all these trades last night. Just make sure to look over here under algo. Let me get this thing from Arc real quick. All right. So let's see. I'm not in any positions right now. Yeah, I'm not in any positions right now, but looking at the list, so if you guys are on Discord, just go to the algo right here. I posted this last night. Every night, I post all of my entries. So you can see over here under algo, you have to be part of the premium though. So this is posted under algo, under the premium channel. I post pretty much all my entries here. So this was last night at 8:38. I posted pretty much all my entries here. If it says target entry, that's one that I'm looking to possibly take because it does meet my criteria to some extent. The other ones that don't say target entry, they're just there for confluence. If I'm looking for trades to continue moving that direction, they'll be listed on here. But all of these have above a 60 to 65% probability of it hitting. So again, right here, here are the Here's that entry at 646. Obviously, I'm waiting for it to come here and hit. It's on its way down. Analysis here for the algo is perfectly spot on. It's almost on its way down there, guys. A few points away from the target. Again, this was my entry over here. I listed at 646. It was one of my target entries. It's about to hit full TP. Full TP right there. Damn. Today is a pretty fire day, guys. I'm hoping you guys are catching these entries. If I'm not catching them, I'm hoping you guys are catching them because we identified these already. Like we knew these were going to come up. Another win right there, 2R. So we're up 3 wins so far for the day, 6R for the day. That's crazy. Man, today just had to be the day I had to connect issue, right? Oh man, it's all good. I'm glad you guys are profiting on this though. Smith got it, Ryan got it, Ben got it, Jarrell got it. Nice work, guys. Solid work to everybody there. You guys are catching these entries. Great work, guys. You guys are killing it. If you guys have profit to post up, feel free. I'm a little jealous right now because all my entries here are hitting. Literally everything that I said was gonna hit. Oh man. FOMO was kicking in, but it's okay. Just a little bit. All right, the next entry right here was at 647. It was actually right after it. So we had two entries that came up right back to back from each other. So this one over here is right next to it is also I mean, I guess we wouldn't take that because it would have been against the trade. 648. Also, we wouldn't have taken it because the trade was running. 653. So there's another entry right here. It's gonna be with momentum. We'll see. So the next entry here is gonna be at 653 right there. Let's see. Maxi is asking, why is my chart lagging? I don't know. Is it, I mean, I don't know. I don't have access to your chart, so I'm not sure why is it lagging. Is your internet, it might be your internet connection, or if you're talking about the YouTube is delayed. So the YouTube is delayed by 1 minute. If you guys want real-time access to the YouTube, go to the website. The website is CodyKaiTrades.com. Let's see. Yeah, if you want real-time access to the Zoom, because the Zoom's real-time, if you're on the YouTube, you're going to be delayed by about a minute. If you want access to the real-time Zoom, go to the website, CodyKaiTrades.com, or just scroll down to the description, click on the live trading room right here, and you'll get access to the Zoom. That's how you'll get the real-time access on there. So, all right, guys, here is the 653 entry. So the 653, it has a 53.33% probability of it winning overall. So the win ratio is not very high for a 1 to 2. For buys over here, it has a 71.43% win ratio, so it's a little bit higher. It's 1-2 out of the 3 recent Wednesdays. This trade's actually going to be a sell, so this doesn't meet the criteria. There's not going to be an entry here at 653 because we have a sell momentum right there, so it's actually going to be a sell entry. So, all right, we're moving along to the 7 o'clock block. So for the 6 o'clock block between 6 and 7, we have three back-to-back entries over here, 629, 635, 646, all for 2R. So we're currently at 3 wins, 0 losses, 6R for the day. We're now entering the 7 o'clock block. The next entry over here at 7 o'clock is going to be at 709. So if you guys are new here, we don't really use chart analysis or price action. We're basing all of our entries here off quantitative data. If you guys have heard of quant trading, this is very similar to quant trading, or it is quant trading, I guess. The way that we trade here is basically we trade off the data. So the data over here that my algo pulls up, it shows me what the probabilities are for the trade. I aim for the trades with the highest probability. So, we go for the ones that are above 65%. If they're below 65, we try to incorporate the directional trades. So the directional trades here, you can have them listed. These were all identified last night. So I do all the heavy lifting the night before. So when we actually trade, we don't have to actually think or do any work. We just trade. All right, so trade is currently continuing to the downside right now. Um, nice. So Longy actually took the sell right here. So the entry over here for the 653, it would have been a sell. For me personally, I wouldn't have taken it because I was looking for a buy, but the trade was a sell right there, and it did push through and hit target. So yeah, nice work to Longy for catching that right there. So again, you guys don't have to trade. You don't have to trade my direction, right? If you want to just trade the algo, however it is, the algo is still it's still accurate. So if you go over here, even though it has a 73% for buys, let me just pull up the stats over here for the like whatever it would have been for the sell. So Talanji's done. What did you take Talanji like 4 or 5 trades? Nice. Yeah, CJ said didn't take it, but the 653 hit TP. Nice work, guys. Yeah, Lila said this algo is money in the bank. Thanks, definitely. Question from Brian. So Brian's asking, hey Sean, 646 trade, do you get in on the open or the close of the candle? You get in at the close, Brian. So like if it says 646, when that 646 candle closes, you enter. Yeah, so for this one over here, the 646, you would take the as soon as like basically every time that's set right here, you take it at the close of it. So like this is the initial the in like the candle that you're waiting for, and then as soon as that candle closes, then you take entry. Like for example, over here, this entry was at 629, but you would enter at the close of the 629, basically 630, and you would ride that up. And then same with this one over here. This trade over here was at the close of the 635. You entered at the close of that, and then pretty much ride that up to the direction. It's gonna be on the close of the candle. Yeah, so Talanji's up 5R for the day. He's good. Yeah, because he took 1 loss and he took 3 wins. So nice work right there, Talanji, on catching that. Um, so if you guys are wondering about the 653 entry, it was for a sell over here. It didn't meet my criteria, but it was for a sell. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Art, how's it going? I saw you had an issue getting like the live session. What's your issue within the live session, Art? Because you should be able to see it. If you guys are having issues seeing the live session links, it's going to be right here under premium. So if you don't have this, make sure that you click this drop down right here, Arc, and it shows show all channels. Because if you have this unchecked, it's not going to show all the channels on here. That's probably why you don't see it. I mean, you should see it. I don't see why you shouldn't. But you'd have to go down here, click on show all channels, and you'll have access to all the channels right here. And it'll be under live Zoom links. Okay, so again, we're still looking for opportunity over here for entry. If you guys are looking to get in, the next one's going to be right here at 709. And there we go. There's no entries from now until then, so we're kind of just sitting around. All the entries between here and then pretty much came up already. The last entry was at 653. That one hit full TP right here. Next setup is going to be down here at 709. So we're kind of just sitting back. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer your questions right now, and then we'll go from there. You're still in the premium arc. It shows on your name here, so you should have it. I think you just don't have it. You didn't do what I just mentioned right now about your here, let me see where you're at over here. Here, I'll look you up, Arc, so I'll show you. Here, let's go to our member list over here. Let's type in Cricket, which is your name. Shows right here, Arc says you're premium. So you do have access to it. You just don't have it linked. You have to do this, show all channels, because it shows that you've been on here for months now. You just don't have the settings enabled to show the actual channel on your list. All right, so there's nothing here right now. Let me see if there's anything else over here. Let's see what else we got over here. So let me scroll up. I think there was a couple more questions here. Let's see. Arc said, is it pending order? No, it's all market execution. And Arc is asking, oh, if I'm being aggressive to pass evaluations, do I do 5 contracts or the regular 550K? I mean, it's up to you, Arc. If you want to do 5 or 3, if you want to be aggressive, yeah, you can do 5, but I mean, you're going to be close to blowing your account if you make a couple mistakes, right? So if you do 5 contracts, I mean, it's not that bad. You're going to lose five. You're going to be risking 500. It depends on what your TP stop loss is. So I'm not sure what you're taking. If you're taking, if you're using the regular stop loss of 20 points, you should be fine because your max loss is going to be 2,500. You're going to be pretty close to it though. You're basically going to be 4 trades away from blowing your account, or 5 actually. So I mean, you could do 500 if you want. Or you could do 5 contracts, which will be 500. But it's just really up to you. Yeah, if you want to be aggressive, do 5 contracts. If you want to be conservative, do 3. Obviously, if you're doing a eval, probably want to do 5 because it's going to take you a little bit longer to pass it. Let's see. Hindsight's asking, morning, Sean, is there a way I can organize algo trades by entry time? Not really, because the way that they're organized here is by how the high probability of the trade is. So if you want to organize it by entry time, you would just go and you would lower your settings, right? So for example, if you just want to see trades between like 8 and 8:10, I mean technically you can organize it by time. Like for example, right here we have 8 to 10, right? Which is gonna be 6 to 8 o'clock. If you only want to see trades between like the first 10 minutes, you can do that. You can just put 8:10. But the whole point of the screener here is to give you the top 10 trades, right? So yeah, you can't organize it by time, but if you want to just see like trades within that certain period, you would go here and then you would do that. So like it would still be listed, but it's going to give you the highest probability. So like for example, if you just want to have the first 10 trades, it'll tell you exactly the times that are in order. I think this is the best way to do it. So you can see it's like 8 o'clock's 50%, 8:01's, and then you kind of skip around, right? 'Cause you're like, okay, 8:10 sucks, so like I'm gonna avoid the later times, of course. Go for the earlier times versus the later times. Yeah, no problem. There's a lot of
Hello.
different ways to play around with the settings, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me because I'll give you guys little tips on how to kind of organize it the way you want it to. But yeah, that's probably the way that you want to use it. Hindsight. It might take a little while to do because you have to like update the settings every 10 minutes, but it's going to give you accurate data. So yeah, very, very simple and straightforward on those. But all right, guys, we have the entry coming up right here at 7:09. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hop into the chat. I'm going to go ahead and update the settings over here. So this is 7:09. I'm going to put 9:09 right there. This is going to be with momentum. So I'm going to pull this data up so I can run down the numbers with you guys. Let's see if my Apex is now logging in. Same catchy issue. Yeah, I won't be able to. All right, so we got it coming up right now at 7:09, guys. CJ says no lie, quant trading takes the boredom out of trading for me. I wait for these entries ready to strike like I'm playing a sport or something. Right, CJ? I know it helps a lot because we know exactly what we're looking for, right? So again, we've talked about this before, guys. There's nothing wrong with technical analysis or price action trading. It's just like it's a lot of work, right? Like I'd rather be prepared and know exactly when to enter than having to like watch the chart, right? Because we've done this before, right? I've been trading live with you guys for about 8 years, and every day we're like, okay, we're waiting for the entry to come up. Or like if this happens, then we have an entry. Like for example, right here, like if we were taking this entry here, we'd be looking for like a high-low break and retest, right? We're like, oh, if this breaks past it and retests it, we'll take the entry. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and it never happens. And I'm like, damn, I wish we knew if it was going to happen or not. The thing is, with the algo trading, we know it's going to happen. We're just waiting for the confirmation, right? Like the entry's coming up right here. So again, looking at the stats, these are the stats for the entry at 7:09. So it has a 66.67% probability of it winning. Um, why are the numbers here weird? For some reason, the numbers here they don't align with what I had here. I mean, it doesn't matter, whatever. It's at 52 though. It's very unusual. It's actually not a good entry. All right, so this entry right here at 7:09, guys. I don't know how my numbers over here are way off. I might have just miscalculated this, but the numbers here are super super off. Let me go to against. Maybe it's against. It's got to be against. I think I just screwed up on the direction. No, it's not. Okay, so skip this entry right here, guys. There's actually no intro right there at 7:09. Sorry, guys, that's my bad. I don't know what happened with the data there, but for some reason the data was way off. Yeah, I don't know why. So I don't think things changed from last night. Yeah, I'm updating the report right here for 7:09. This is actually not a good entry. It I have it here marked up at 66.67 probability overall, but it doesn't meet that criteria. So just skip that trade right there. If you guys want to take it still, I mean, feel free to take it. The probability is not super horrible, but it's not great. It's at a 52.63%. Typically, I want to take it if it's above a 65%, right? So it doesn't meet my criteria there. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that one. It went over here last Monday, which was the 13th, and then over here on the 6th. It lost, and then on the 29th, it lost. So it went out of the data here is completely off for the 7:09 entry. I don't know what happened with it, but for some reason the stats here are completely off. So let's just move on to the next. I'm gonna delete this. Sorry guys, this was it. I don't know what happened with that one, but let's go to 7-Eleven. So what I'll try to do here is as the entries come up, I'm gonna go and pull them up first so that we don't like take the wrong trade or we don't have the wrong stats on it. This one should be good though. I'll uh I'll confirm this one right now. So this one's going to be for, let's see, 7-Eleven. Yeah, I don't know why the numbers here are, they're kind of off. I mean, it's better here. So here at 7-Eleven, it has a 60, I put 66.67, or sorry, 60% overall probability. Over here, it's actually 63. I'm gonna look over here at the trade analysis. Hmm. The numbers here for sure are not lining up. The thing is, I did the stats on this one, that's why. So let me see if this is different. Now I'm kind of confused why this is going to be against momentum reversal. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so I'm looking at this. So here's the thing. The problem is I did these stats on a different chart. I don't know why the numbers here are different. It's 15 trades. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, guys. It's because I see what I screwed up. The dates here are wrong. It's because yeah. Okay, no, it's right. The shit. I accidentally deleted the last one, but it's okay. So, anyways, the I had the dates here wrong because it's covering a 15 point sample, and I'm actually covering 19 over here, which is not horrible. I could still leave it at 19. I think a 19 might be a better sample for it. I think I'm probably going to use a 30-day sample. I think a 30-day sample might be even better because we're kind of going to see how like the market's moving overall. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to run these tests again later, but basically the reason why the numbers here were off was because I was using a different sample size. I was using a 15 point sample size, and on this one over here, it shows a 19. So disregard what I said earlier. It's perfectly fine. It's just that the numbers were off. Yeah, Chris said he ran from 28 until gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Makes sense. Okay, anyways, back to the charts. So this 7-11 entry wasn't a target entry for me, so it wasn't one that I was planning on taking. It didn't really have a high win ratio. This was just an entry that I was looking to see if it was going to be one that I might take. Um, I shouldn't change it. I'm gonna put it back to where it was before, guys. Because the thing is, we've been running the algo on a 15-day sample, so I'm not gonna change it up. I should leave it at where it was. There's no need to change it up, especially because we want it based off the specific data. All right, so whatever sample is left out, we'll change it back to, or I'll change it to 16. I think 16 would be okay. Okay, I'll leave it at that. 25th up until the 16th. Yeah, I shouldn't make any changes here. Okay, the next entry is at 721, guys. So this 611 entry, it wasn't part of my target entries. It was just a confluence markup. The next one that I was looking to maybe take would be this one at 6 or 721. So this just goes to show you that you can make like one small adjustment to the algo and it could change the numbers completely. So depending on like what you guys want to aim for, a bigger sample size, a smaller sample size, or regular sample size. I think the regular sample size would be about 2 weeks, right? 2 to 3 weeks. And I think the 16 is pretty fine so far. So I'm gonna leave it at 16 and then we'll kind of follow through and see where it ends up going. So next entry is gonna be here at 721. Mark this up right here. So at 721, it has a 62.50% probability of it winning overall. Looking over here at the trade analysis, it has a 50% probability for buys and then a 75% probability for sells. So with that being the case, you probably want to aim for the sells here versus buys, right? Um, Looking at the previous historical list of trades, so the last Monday was October 13th, it was a win. October 6th was the Monday before that, it was a loss. And then the Monday before that was the 29th. So looking at this over here on September 29th, it was a win. With that being the case, you can see over here on my stats, it has 2 out of the 3 recent Mondays which have won. So if you want to take this trade, it has a 66.67 overall win ratio or probability of it winning for a 1 to 2. The probability for wins is going to be 75%. It wins 2 out of the 3 recent Mondays. And if you want to take the trade, you want to aim for a sell. So we'll be looking to see that as price moves along. What I'm anticipating to happen here is price is currently climbing. So when it reaches 721, I'm looking for a possible reversal to start happening over here. a reversal back to the downside. The reason why we're doing that is because that's based off the statistics here, right? The statistics show us that over a rolling period of 16 trading days, it shows that at this exact time, every single day for the past 16 days, it tends to reverse. And that's kind of what's happening here, right? It's hitting some sort of a resistance up here, and it looks like it's going to start to reverse to the downside. The problem with this here is that it is against. So the thing is, if we get a momentum here, it's no longer going to be for a sell. It's actually going to be for a buy. So what might happen here is price may come down and then reverse back up, but you probably don't want to take the buy here because my statistics show that you should be looking for a sell. So we will see what happens here. Again, we're not using price action or any of that stuff. We're just using the data. Brock said was looking for an algo bull confluence, hit TP before I got in. Yeah, happens sometimes like that, Brock. All right, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna shut down my NinjaTrader and my laptop. I want to make sure that it kind of clears out my issues for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Unfortunately, again, guys, no entries for me today. I wish there was an entry I could take, but I'm not gonna take that risk with the connection issues. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hop into the chat. Like I said earlier. All right. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Yeah, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Let's see. Next entry is at 7:21. It's coming up pretty soon. I have a question here from Sirach. Okay, so I have a question from Sirach. He's asking if I can give a breakdown of the hedge fund if you were to start with 10K. So I'll give you guys a quick little breakdown of of uh what your profitability would be for this month specifically. So let's say, for example, you started with, and we'll wait for the intro here at 7:21. I'll give my explanation in a few moments, guys. So I'll give you guys the explanation of like what your profitability would have looked like for October after this entry comes up, and then after the next one, because we have another one at 7:23. And then after 7:23, we'll have a pretty much a dead period until 7:35. So I'll have about like 10 minutes to explain to you guys. So looking at the entry right here at 7:21, guys, the it's going to be against momentum. So right now we have a sell momentum. This means it's going to be a buy entry. So if you guys want to take this right here, it's going to be a buy. The problem is that the statistics over here show you that it's better to take it for a sell. So I probably would sit out of this entry. I mean, if you guys want to take it, there's nothing wrong with taking this entry. It's just that you're not trading with statistics, right? The statistics are telling me that it works better for a sell. So looking at my stats over here at 7:21, it looks like it wins pretty much 50% of the previous buys. So it's not going to be necessarily bad, but you're not going to have the highest probability, right? Probabilities over here aim for a sell. So buys over here win 50% of the time. So four out of the eight entries hit. If you're taking a sell here, it wins 75% of the time. So basically, six out of the eight entries hit full TP. Doesn't mean this entry is not going to hit. It's just that you don't have the probabilities on your side. Obviously, I would still like this trade to hit, even though it's not in our direction. But again, the entry here is for a buy. My statistics over here were pretty much advising to take it for a sell if it came up. If it didn't come up for a sell, then obviously sit out of the trade. But the trade here is running for a buy and it's currently running in profit. So, I mean, it's looking good so far. If you guys are in this position, it's looking pretty solid. Here's the thing, so the other entry over here at 623, it's also against momentum. So you're going to have a follow-up entry. These are both going to be buys right here. Basically a buy following a buy. If that's the case, this one over here has an actual high probability for a buy. So we're at the 723 candle, guys. Once this candle right here closes, this is going to provide basically a follow-up entry. So the 621 entry is currently running in profit. The 623 entry, it's also going to be against momentum, which is going to be a buy here. It has a 73.33% probability of it winning for a 1 to 2, and it has an 83.33 probability of it winning for a buy. It won 3 out of the 3 recent Mondays. So with that being the case, this has a really good chance of it winning. The statistics look really good for the 623 entry. So 73 point, basically 70, yeah, 73, 74% probability overall. But with a buy here, it has an 83. So let me go over here real quick and go over here to the next number. We're just going to update this real quick. We'll take a look at the statistics down here. The statistics actually look really good for a buy here. So if you guys want to take it to follow up after the 721, candle's going to close in about 5 seconds. And the candle has now closed, and it looks like now it is currently running for a buy. So we got two entries running alongside each other here. We got the 721 running for a buy, and then a 723 running for a buy as well. So we'll see. I'll follow it right there. I mean, it looks good so far. Looks pretty good. 721 entry right there is currently running in profit. Um, let's see. Frog said I actually hit my target for the day after the first few target entries, trying to set and stay within my target, not be greedy. I found that FOMO was killing me in the past. Small and steady is my new strategy with your algo. Nice, bro. Yeah, okay. So Sirach is we'll still go over the criteria here because I gotta explain it to him anyways. But all right, we don't have any entries until 7:35. So we got these entries over here currently running. The 721 entry is currently running in profit. Looks like the volatility here is kind of slowed down a bit, but it is running in profit. So it'll probably hit eventually. It's going to take some time, but it's eventually going to play through. That 721 looks like it's about to hit right there. It's just going to take some time for it to actually hit. CERN over here killed it. So if you guys have seen CERN's profits, he's been on fire, guys. I think he started with like a couple $1,000. He made 1,136 profit on this. He's trading gold actually, so he's applying the algo on gold over here. I think he started with $1,000. He's now at 11,000. That's so crazy, right? He just started using the algo like a week or 2 weeks ago, and he's been killing it every single day. He's making like 1,000, 2,000 using the algo to trade gold. So you can see over here, look at his account. He started with 2,500. Yeah. So from 2,500, he took a couple of trades. He's at 5,000 or 4,600. And then after that, he took another trade a day after. He's at 7,000. And then today, he's flipped his account from 2,500. This is from the 16th. So it's just been a couple days. So he started here with, how much did he start with? That's crazy. So he started over here on October 9th. October 9th, Stern started. He's just been trading gold with the algo. I think he started with like $500 or like 250. He went up to 683. So he basically doubled the account with one trade or a couple of trades with gold. And then he went from 600 to 700. This is on the 16th. And you guys can see the timestamps here. Like no bullshit. He's like killing it. And then today, or this was last week, he locked in 4,600 and then 6,900. And then now this morning, he's up 11,312. So he basically, I don't know what is that. He's like 1,000% in profit from just trading gold. So, guys, we talked about this algo. The algo actually works really, really well on gold. If you try like to trade gold, because the volatility is very high on there, right? So you can trade this algo on gold. I tried to trade gold for a while and it worked pretty well, but I just don't like flipping between gold and YM. So full TP on this first entry right here at 721, guys. I mean, you guys can see how powerful this algo is. Like, it's crazy how accurate it is. Like I'm still, we've been using this for a couple weeks now, and I'm still pretty mind blown at how accurate it is. So the first inch right there at 721 full TP, and then the next one right here at 723, it's about to be full TP as well. Geez, what a crazy day today. Five back-to-back wins, guys. It's nuts. How many? Oh my God, look at that. I'm still kind of pissed I couldn't take any of these trades today. This would have been the day to for me to be taking these trades, but all right, whatever. So we're currently at 10R for the day, guys. Every entry that I marked up here as my target entry, all hit full TP. 629 full TP, 635, 646, 621, 623. Literally all full TP right here. It is, I mean, we're on fire today with this algo. Yeah, unfortunately, if you guys didn't get access to the algo last week, the algo is now closed. You guys cannot get access to it. So you guys will just have to wait for me to reopen it, which I don't know if it will happen anytime soon. Probably next year. I think there's about how many people are currently using the algo with us? I think like maybe, see, I can even see here on the list. So I gave access to the algo for about 36 people. I don't like, I'm okay with sharing this algo with 36 people, right? Well, we can make a shit ton of profits trading the algo. It's not going to make a huge dent in our edge here. I think trading it with about 30 people is going to be great because everybody's going to be profiting and we're going to be, man, this thing is doing numbers, guys. It's crazy to see how accurate this is, right? All these entries, I identified it last night. So we didn't do any analysis today. No price action, no technical analysis, none of that stuff. I literally pulled up all the entries over here and we already knew what we were taking. Pretty much every entry here that had a target entry listed on it, they all pretty much hit. We have a couple more here too, so we're technically not done yet. There's another one that's going to be down here at 751 for anybody who's looking to get that there. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, Jarrell said craziest day he's had so far, pretty much all wins. Yeah, you guys are on fire today. I'm just looking over here at the messages. You guys are killing it. CJ took that 721 entry. Ryan got it. Nice work, Ryan. Certain to told you has particular behaviors, but once it goes with the flows, it flows. Yeah, exactly. Jarrell made 2,000 today across all of his accounts. Yeah, Richard said the algo is crazy. Let's see. Roosevelt said, I saw the message and bought the plan. Did I have to get the algo separately? If you got the indicators, Roosevelt, then you're good. If you just got the live only, then you don't have access to the algo. But if you still want access to the algo, just send me a message and we could upgrade you to the algo. Obviously I know you personally, so there's no problem. I can let you in. Again, if you guys missed the algo and you guys want access to it, just message me. If I know you personally and I'm okay with sharing the algo with you, I will share it with you. But this pretty much goes out to like the general public, right? Because we don't want everybody to be using this algo. Like this is crazy how accurate it is. We don't want like the whole world using this because if the whole world just starts using this, like say for example, we had 1,000 people using the algo, right? Our edge would just go down the drain. Uh, so I'm okay with sharing it with like 30, 40, however many people, but like, yeah, I'm not trying to share it with like the whole world because we should keep this edge between us, right, guys? You guys who have been following me for the past couple of years or for however long you guys have been following me, I'm okay with sharing this with you guys and making a shit ton of money with you guys, right? Because you guys have been around, for a while, and you guys have seen how accurate this is. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm super excited. Lila said, "Yeah, I got it. Keep it exclusive." Yeah, definitely. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty like crazy how accurate it is because we don't have to actually think, right? So, for example, the next entry is coming up right here at 7:35. I already have the stats here. The stats don't line up with me, so I'm not going to take it. But if you guys want to take this here, I mean, the stats aren't necessarily bad. They're just not great. Right. For me, I like to have a overall 65% probability. The reason why I'm looking for a 65% probability here, guys, is because I want to see that there's a consistency with the entry, right? Whether it be a buy or a sell. I don't care if it's like even low overall, but I want it to be at least a 65 because I want it to show that at this very time, 7:35, it's going to consistently hit, right? If you have something that's like at the 40% or the 30%, it shows that it hits sometimes, but not all the time. We want to pretty much drill down on the specific time where the probability is likely to hit. So if you do lose the trade, it's perfectly fine, right? You take the loss, okay. You take it on in the chin, take it on, and then move on to the next one. If you take a trade with low probability, it's kind of mess with your trade psychology because you're like, man, I should have just sat out of that trade. And realistically, you should have, but because the probability here is decent, I mean, it's not high on this one. Let's use 751 as an example. So this one over here at 751, it has a 60% overall probability for a 1 to 2, but it has a 85.71 probability for a sell, right? So obviously I would take this trade for a sell because if it loses, I'm like, okay, fine. It lost, but I had the upper hand in this trade based off the data. So yeah, my next target entry is at 751. There's nothing before that or after that, really. There's entries that are coming up that are not going to be as good as this 751 one. So again, if you guys want to take this trade right here at 735, I mean, feel free. I will mark it up for you guys. So again, at 735 entry, it's going to be with momentum. We currently have a bullish momentum right now. So if there's no sell momentum which comes up, it's going to be a buy entry. At 60% probability overall, 66.67 probability for buys. It's won 2 out of the 3 recent Mondays. So the stats here look pretty decent. They look decent, but they're not great in my opinion. So we'll see. Yeah, Alad said he didn't wake up on time, but he got his full TP. Nice work, Alad. Great work on that right there. Yeah, Daniel said I'm actually surprised there's not 150 people on the live like last year when the strat was on fire. Yeah, I know, right, Daniel? I mean, it's cool. The thing with that is like the less people that are on this live with us, the stronger our edge is, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. I think 100 people is not going to make or break the strategy. But yeah, I think with it being more exclusive and us just following the algorithm here, it's gonna like the profitability are gonna it's gonna pretty much multiply for us here. Because what you can do here with this algo is like it's pretty insane because we're only applying this on YM. CERN is doing it on gold, which he's doing some crazy numbers. Like I don't know, what is this like a 1,100% on your account, CERN? I don't know. Let's see what's the number here. So I think you start with like $500, right? So let's just do the math. So you did like 500 divided by 11,302. And I don't know. My math is horrible, so I don't think this is going to be right. I was trying to figure out what the percentage is that you made on the account. So I'm assuming it's like a 226. I could be super wrong on this, but you made like a pretty crazy amount. So let's see, 500 times. Okay, yeah. So you basically made like 2,000%, it looks like. 2,200. That's crazy, bro. So you made basically 2,000% in like how many days? In like 10 days. Holy shit. That's crazy, sir. And he messaged me on the 9th, and today he went from that to this. So he basically made 2,000% on his account just applying the alco with gold. That's crazy. I'm happy for you though, bro. Like, now that you have this, CERN, you can kind of build on that, right? Like you can now increase size. And then I think going from like your 11,000, you could probably make like 100,000 by like next week. And then from there, you can make like 1 million by like the next couple months, right? I'm excited to see like where you take this with gold because you're the main person who trades gold here with my algo. Um, I think it's like it's pretty exciting to see, even though you're not the one that's profiting, like I'm not profiting on gold. I think it's exciting to see Surin, who's been part of the group from the very beginning, pretty much. make his money's worth. Like you kind of just followed me for these years, sir, and you made profit here and there, but you've gotten to this point where it's like it's starting to really flow for you, the profits. So yeah, I'm excited to see everybody here kind of kill it. I've been doing pretty well. I mean, obviously you guys see my stats here. I'm doing pretty decent overall for the year, but to see like people in the group do well with Iago, it's cool. It's cool. It's a pretty nice proof of concept. All right, so the entry right here, guys, it is currently running right now. It is at 7:35. It's with momentum. It's for a buy. The trade's currently running in profit right now. Damn, another target right there. It's on its way up. All right, guys, there goes the entry right there. Let me go and just put it over here real quick. This is 7:35. It's about to hit full TP, it looks like. And this thing is it's I'm like mind blown how accurate this is. We identified this entry last night. 735, 60% overall probability, 66.67 probability for a buy. Uh, oh no, this is okay. I put the wrong settings. It's with momentum, not against. I was like, what? That was gonna sell. This is a buy entry. Damn, guys, another full TP right there. Jeez, another one. The algo is on fire today. I mean, it's been on fire all month, but this is like super duper on fire. Um, Nice work, guys. Amazing work right there again. It's about to win. I just called it a winner. It didn't hit yet, but it's about to. Whatever. I'm just gonna put it there. Full TP. I called it before it hit because I already knew it was gonna hit. Full TP right there, guys. Jeez, look at that. Six back-to-back wins today. 629, 635, 646, 621, 623, 635. Literally every trade I called today hit. And I'm still pissed that I couldn't take these trades. Um, oh my God. Yeah, I'm a little salty, but it's okay. I'm hoping this happens again for the rest of the week so I can just recoup and keep going. But damn, six back to back. Can you believe that, guys? We're at 12R for the day. And the thing is, we did no analysis. We literally did no analysis today. No price action, no technical analysis, none of that stuff. But I already knew these trades were coming and they all hit. It's like we kind of like it's kind of like we saw into the future by seeing these entries here. I know. Patricia, did you see my message? It was actually your account. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. Yeah, I messaged you this morning. For some reason, your account, it wouldn't log in. So I logged into your account like I think like 5 or 6 times, and then it blocked out all of the accounts. Yeah, it's okay, Patricia. There's nothing that I could have done that could have fixed it. I tried so many like I like literally copy pasted your login, and then it just kept saying that it was a wrong password. And then but it's okay. We'll try it again tomorrow. It worked on the web platform, but it didn't work on the actual NinjaTrader, like on my laptop. Yeah, I know it's weird. So the thing is, I was able to log in on the web platform, but not on the trading platform. But a lot of people said there was issues happening with like Amazon cloud services, so it might have been something else that was the issue. But yeah, I think in the future, if there's ever an issue like that, I'm just not gonna, unfortunately, whichever account has an issue, I'm just not gonna trade that specific account. But it's all good. I don't think so. It might not, or it might be, Patricia. We'll try again tomorrow. So I'll message you on Discord so that we can kind of figure it out. But it might be maybe that's the thing because I think you're the only one that's like logged in at the same time. I think maybe we can log in together. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's the first time it's ever happened. So yeah, it's the first time that it's ever happened. So I'm figuring it out just like you are. But we'll get to the bottom of it once we figure out what the issue is. Yeah, so here's the other thing that you might be able to do, Patricia, is I know you have one personal account. This is probably your personal. And this is a question that I got from other people too. And I might have to do it myself as well, is you can open a business account, which is going to be separate. So when you open an account with NinjaTrader, you have the option of individual, trust, LLC, and then I think investment account IRA. So I already have an individual. You can only have one account per Social Security. What I might do is I might open a separate one for just business, and then that'll be like, another copier account. But we'll try to we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm hoping that it was just like a one-time technical issue because yeah, I know you want to be logged into yours as well. So we'll try to figure it out. Yeah, let me scroll up real quick. Yeah, so Daniel said if I make seven figures, I'm going to ship you an AP. All right, we're gonna have to make sure you get those seven figures, Daniel. I'm gonna hold you to it. Yeah, hopefully. I think next year is going to be really exciting for everybody, guys, because we've just started using the thing is we've only been using this algo for like a month, but I think, as it continues to learn and it gets better and better and better over time, I think next year is going to be pretty crazy for a lot of people. It's going to be very, very lucrative in a sense. Because like, look, here's the thing. There's 12R for the day. You can lose for like literally the rest of the month and you'll still be great, right? If you took every trade today, because the thing is when you lose a trade, you're only losing 1R. Right? We're up 12R so far. So if you were to lose like one trade every single day for the rest of the month, you'd still be in profit, like no matter what. That's the beauty of having a 1 to 2 risk reward because you can lose a bunch of trades and you'll still be in profit. So yeah, Richard said, yeah, this algo has been a game changer. Definitely. Yeah, Cern said, yes, the algo has changed the script. 100%. Ryan said, I told you privately, bro, this algo is a game changer. Yeah, I agree. It's so accurate how it identifies these entries. Barack said, I can imagine the feeling, bro, especially knowing you needed just a win or two to clear the two reds from last week. Yeah, it's all good. Hopefully the next couple days will be good too. Let's see. Yeah, Lod said, once I pass my eval, we're gonna go to dinner after the gym on me. Yeah, definitely, Lod. I agree. Patricia said, Sean, I think I need to disconnect my personal. Try and see if you can get in. So I can't log in at all right now, Patricia. I'm locked out because of the multiple logins. So we'll uh we'll try again tomorrow morning, Patricia. If you're probably gonna be awake before me because you're ahead of time over there. But I'll be up like around 5, Pacific time, which is gonna be like 8 o'clock your time. We'll try to log into yours first, and if it has issues, then we'll try to sort it out. Yeah, because I can't even log into my own account. When I log in, it gives me the same error now. It thinks that I'm like a bot. Like when you guys try to log into a website and you have like the wrong login for like 10 times or whatever, and then it makes you do this CAPTCHA. The problem with the CAPTCHA is that I get through the CAPTCHA, but then it still gives me the error. So it's all good. Okay, anyways, let's go over the numbers real quick with okay, Patricia, that makes sense. Yeah, Patricia says you can have two logins, but you cannot have two consistent. Okay, yeah, so it can't be connected at the same time. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Will said today's also proof that when volatility is normal, the algo works better. Last week was very volatile and very choppy. Yeah, and I agree with you too, Will. It's kind of all over the place. Okay, gotcha, Patricia. We'll try again tomorrow then. Yeah, good to know that you've got that sorted out. I'm gonna try to log into NinjaTrader later. I'm still getting the CAPTCHA issue, so I gotta try to log in. I gotta give it like some time to just so it doesn't think I'm a bot, and then I'll try to log in tomorrow morning or later this evening, actually. CJ said, I'm glad I stuck to the plan. Took every trade to better forward test the algo today. Today alone made up for all the losses we made this month, last month. Damn, that's crazy. So CJ has pretty much killed it. Pretty much killed it overall. Yeah, all right, Patricia. I'll try it later tonight. So tonight I'll try to log in once the CAPTCHA is kind of removed from my account. If anything, I might have to contact NinjaTrader directly to. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at an email from Ninja from the compliance department. I accidentally filled out the wrong form. I gotta do that. Okay. Okay, we have the next entry coming up right here at 7:51, guys. If you guys want to take the entry right there, I mean, you guys can. It is a target entry. I think what I'll do right here is I'll just kind of go down the numbers real quick to show, kind of explain, what it's looking like. So if we're just looking at, let's say, let's go to my stats for the month. Maybe we got some team profits here. So nice work. Yeah, I mean, you killed it today. So this is Jarrell. Jarrell locked in 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, almost 10,000 for the day. Nice work, Jarrell. So about 10,000 for the day. Jarrell here locked in those profits for those entries. And then Jonathan over here locked in 1,000 for the day. Nice work, Jonathan. If you guys have profits to post up, feel free to send them in right here. I'm going to go over here real quick and look at the stats for this week. Here, I'm just going to pull up the stats for October. So for October so far, these are the totals. I'm going to just do the numbers over here. Okay, so 14, these are the stats for October. Um, okay, so 14 wins equals that's 28R. 6 losses equals negative 6R. So total is going to be plus 22R for October. So like say for example, if you were with the hedge fund for October, the average contract size is about 5. So like 5, or let me see, it's going to be it's a total of 22R, and then we'll do the math real quick. So 14 wins times 40, right? Yeah, 40. So 560, and I'm gonna do all the math here so that you guys can, and I can do this. I'm not that bad at math. So 6 times 20 is gonna be 120 points. And then for the total, it's gonna be 440 points. Okay, so like doing the math here, so we'll do 5 contracts times 5 times 440 points equals, let's do the math here. So this is basically hypothetically, this is how much profit you would have made if you were trading with the hedge fund with 5 contracts for the month of October. So 5 times 5 times 440. So you'd be up 11,000. You basically would be up 100% on your account. Okay, I'm gonna send this to Sirach real quick because he's asking about, what the statistics would be if you were trading with a hedge fund. So the thing with this here, guys, is that you actually would make more you actually would make more because you would scale your account, right? Like you would always stay at 5 contracts. Like if you were killing it for like a week or two, you would increase it like 6 contracts or even 10 contracts. So if you were to, like, let's just do the math here again. If you were to do an average of 10 contracts times $5, and again, this is hypothetically, guys, it's not necessarily going to show that, just because you did this well for October doesn't mean this is going to be guarantee future results. But like for example, if you do 10 contracts, like Ali over here is doing 10 contracts per trade. I mean, you double up basically even more, so you'd be up 22,000 actually. Oops. Yeah, so I'm just giving you guys like rough numbers here. This is basically like how much profit you would make if you were trading with the hedge fund. Um, for the month of October. So I'm excited for the month of September of November because we're gonna have like a whole brand new month to like kind of base the algo off. Thing is, we've been trading the algo pretty much all of October, and we're only halfway through October, so this isn't even for the full month. This is like for 2 weeks or 3 weeks basically. All right, the entry right here at 751 came up, guys. This is gonna be with momentum, so this is gonna be a sell entry. Right here at 751, it is a sell entry. Right there, it's currently running in profit. Let's take a look at the stats again over here. So the stats over here show that it has let me update this. Looks like we're gonna have another win here. Down 14R for the day. That's crazy. So looking at the stats over here, it's updating the report. It has a 62.50% probability of it winning overall. Looking over here at the statistics, it is a 50% probability for buys. It wins 4 out of the 8 entries. For sells over here, it has a 75% probability of it winning. It won 6 out of the 8 entries. Looking at the trade history, October 13th, it was a win. October 3rd, it was a win. And September 29th, it was a win. So it won 3 out of the 3 previous Mondays. So with that being the case right here, this entry is currently running 751. You can see over here on my list. With momentum, we have a sell momentum right there. It has a probability of 60% overall for a 1 to 2. It has an 85.71% probability for sells. It won 3 out of the 3 recent Mondays. And if you want to take the trade here, I would aim for a sell. The trade is running right now. Like I said, we were aiming for a sell. The sell did come up. It's looking good so far. What we're seeing here is a possible reversal to the downside. So price kind of hit a ceiling right here, and it's likely to come back down right here to hit target. So there goes that. Here's some more profits from Lila. Nice work, Lila. So Lila locked in about 2,000 for the day. Great work on that trade on your trades for the day, Lila. So here's Lila's profit. She locked in 1,987 for the day. So amazing work, guys. You guys have been on fire with this here. Lila's profits. Great work, Lila. Um, okay, cool. So I'm not in it. Unfortunately, guys, again, I'm not in any positions today. This trade's currently running right now. Here are the stats for October. So if you guys started with the hedge fund in October, there's basically two types of clients right now. There's a type of client who's trying to go with the bare minimum or a little bit. So they're using 5 contracts. They'd be up about 11,000 for the month so far. If you were to trade the alg or if you were to invest in the hedge fund for the month of October. And then there's some clients in the hedge fund who are going heavier with risk because they do trust the strategy, they trust my analysis and stuff like that. They're using 10 contracts. So they basically be up double. It'd be between 11 and 22. So yeah, if you guys want to invest in the hedge fund, say for example, if you guys don't want to trade and you guys don't want to be following the charts at all, you guys can just invest in the hedge fund. I'll trade for you. All you do is you're going to pay a service fee at the end of each month, which is equivalent to like 1 trade. So basically, you're paying like a 10% split. It's like a 90% split for you. Keep 90% of the profits, and then you just pay me whatever the 10% is. Typically, but it's not really a split because you're just paying a service fee. So you keep all the profits and you just pay like a recurring service fee for the service. So again, if you guys want access to this and you guys want to invest in the hedge fund, just go to the website. There's 2 different websites now. There's Kodikai Capital where you can fill out the form here. Once you go on this website, click on this button right here. It says interested in investing. Click here for the investor interest form. This form will come up. You'll put your information right here. I'll send your information over to the regulators. The regulators will give me the okay if I can trade your account. If they say it's okay, then I'll trade your account. Um, and then from there, I'll link you to my copier. Basically, whatever trades my account takes, your account will take as well. And then hopefully I'll make you a boatload of money. The more money I make you, the more likely you are to refer your friends and family to the hedge fund, and then, money goes full circle. So that is that's what we got going on here. Yeah, Lila said all because of you, sir. Blessings. Yeah, definitely. Glad to see you guys here killing, it, especially you, Lila. You've been on fire. I mean, I've been looking at if you've been following Lila's profits for the past couple of months, she's been pretty much on fire. So, like for example, Lila locked in 2,000 for the day. The day before that, she locked in 1,124. The day before that, she locked in 1,524. You can see which one's Lila's profits because they're always the same type of screenshot. It's like just the number 2,000 day before that. Yeah, Lila, you got to keep it up because you're setting the example for a lot of people here. Every day, Lila posts her profits up. Super consistent. It's crazy that the consistency that you're able to find because a lot of people aren't able to find that consistency, right? You'll have like you'll see a lot of other people who will have like a good day, um, just a good day, maybe a good couple days, but like to keep up the consistency for weeks, months, years, etc. It's difficult. It is, it's tough. Yeah, Lod said Lila feeding the family, great work. I know you don't want to get Lila started on family. Lila, how many kids do you have? You got a bunch of kids, right? So she had a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of mouths to feed, lots of college tuitions to pay for, lots of stuff to handle. So I'm glad that you've been killing it. Lila's got she's got a lot on her plate, but she's not complaining about it. She's making it happen. So glad to see that, Lila. Yeah, I think that was an understatement. I don't think a lot, you know how many kids Lila has. Lila's got a lot of kids she's taking care of. And it's not a bad thing. She's doing God's work, obviously. Um, yeah, if you know Lila's story, she's making it happen. She's making it happen. So Lila's been with the group. I think you've been with us for years now, Lila, for a pretty long time. And I know Lila's story. I've met with Lila face to face on a Zoom call, and we've gone over, her personal life and her goals with trading. And it looks like it's really starting to click for you, Lila. So I'm super excited for what's to come. If you guys have seen Lila, you probably have seen Lila on the camera sometimes. Sometimes she pops in, pops her head here and there every so often, say hello to everybody. But yeah, I'm glad to see it's really starting to click for you. Yeah, Richard said he'd like to hear Lila's story. Yeah, Lila, she adopted. I mean, how many kids have you adopted, Lila? You've adopted a ton of kids, and I don't say it in a bad way. You're doing a great job at doing that. Like, I don't know. I have one daughter, and I don't know how I'd be able to handle how many kids you have. And I've seen your kids in the background of the video. It's you got some crazy kids. You got some crazy kids, but you're handling and you're holding it down. Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to talk to Lila, she has a pretty interesting story. I didn't realize that was what she was doing and what was going on behind the scenes, but everybody's kind of got their own story. All right, guys, this trade here is about to hit 751. Again, another win here. The algo is undefeated. It's crazy. I was kind of getting worried about this 751 entry. It was kind of pulling back right here into drawdown. And I was like, this one might hit stop loss, but it came right back down to where it's supposed to go. So I'm gonna call it as is. 751 trade hasn't even hit yet, but I'm gonna put it just because. Damn, that's crazy. So today we've hit like 14R in one day. Seven back-to-back wins, zero losses. 14R right there. Yeah, Lila's not able to respond. Usually Lila I'm busy taking care of one of the kids right now. One of the ones said, speaking of which, it's time for Alina. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock already, so my daughter's probably waiting for me to come get her right now. So guys, if there's any questions that you guys have, feel free to hop into the chat. I'm gonna kind of wait here. Hopefully this one hits like within the next couple minutes, um, or the next couple seconds really. But yeah, if you guys have any interest in the hedge fund, if you guys want to invest in the hedge fund, so for example, if you guys don't want to trade and you guys want to get up in the morning, just invest in the hedge fund, right? Set up your account. I'll link your account to mine. Whatever trades I take, your trades will your account will copy, and yeah, you'll kind of go through with that. But let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing before I get off this live session. I gotta do some work behind the scenes as well. Let's see. Jess said, "Hi. How does the algo work on SPX?" Yes, it does, Jess. So it works on all assets. Certain over here, he's actually applying it on gold, and he's been killing it. So Stern over here, he started with like 1,000 and he's now up to 11,000 within 2 weeks. He's been applying the algo on gold here. So it works on all assets. You know, it just has to be volatile. S&P is volatile, so obviously it will work on there. It'll work on pretty much any future asset. It'll work on YM, NQ, ES, gold, GC, oil, CL, silver. I mean, anything that moves, it has to have volatility. If there's volatility there, it'll work because it's based off momentum. So about to hit right here, guys. About to hit that 14R. Let's see. Vimal is asking, hey, the math is incorrect. Thanks, Vimal, for correcting that. So, uh, yeah, I think I fixed it right there. So, either way, we just wanted to get like, a good general understanding of like where the number would be, but that's kind of where it's at. Saif is asking, what is your average monthly percentage? How long? Brand new here. I mean, this is currently where it's at right now. I mean, this number isn't super correct because this is based off conservative numbers. But right now, it's been pretty much on a crazy well, not a crazy win streak, but it's been on a pretty accurate win streak. So the percentages are actually, I mean, it would be based on like whatever you were taking. So this is based off like the 10 contracts and full TP right there, guys. So I pretty much called it before it hit. I already put that it won here, and it did win right there. So 7 back-to-back wins for the day, 14R. It is damn, what a crazy day today. And I'm still like in disbelief that I wasn't able to take any of these trades, but it's okay. I'm glad that it hit. So nice work right there. Yeah, so Lila over here just responded. She has 10 adopted kids and one by birth. That's great. So 11 kids. So yeah, Lila here has some work to do. No worries, Patricia. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we didn't know that a day like this was gonna happen, right? Like this is I'm hoping we have more days like this. Of course, I'm expecting more days like this to happen, but there was no way we could have expected this to happen for today. So you're all good, Patricia. No worries. We'll try this again tomorrow and for the rest of this week. Yeah, I'm excited because this is something that should be repeating, of course, right? The algo, we've been running the algo pretty much every day for the past 20 days now, or more than 20 days actually, probably the past 22 days. And it's been pretty accurate. So I'm not expecting it to change at all. I'm only expecting it to get better, right? My algo is just it's gonna learn and it's going to adapt with the market. So we are going to continue we're going to continue applying it. It's not going to change at all. I think what we have right now, we don't really need to change anything because it's based off the market conditions. The only time the algo kind of goes kind of not really not work, but more so the market's kind of like not moving smoothly. When the market's choppy and we have like a lot of random volatility, that's when the algo kind of doesn't work as great. Right? Thursday, Friday was all over the place. We didn't even trade on Friday. Um, but yeah, today was a smooth day. You can see the ATR stayed pretty low today. It stayed where it should have, around the 20s, and it played out exactly how it was supposed to. So yeah, Lod said, "What a day." Ryan said, "Bro, today put me half through my eval." Nice, nice. Yeah, so you're almost done with that. You just got to keep pushing, guys. Hopefully the rest of this week's good. If this week is great, then Ryan, you should be able to pass your eval by the end of this week for sure. And Lod, you should be on your way out too. I think you're almost there. And everyone else, yeah. So, okay, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Discord. Again, if you guys are interested in investing in the hedge fund, basically for the hedge fund, you don't have to trade yourself. All you have to do is open an account with NinjaTrader, share your share your account details with me. I'll link your account to my copier. Basically, I do all the work and then you just pay a monthly service fee. It's equal to like one trade. Like for example, if you took every trade today on for the hedge, you basically would have recouped your expenses with one trade and then you would have made everything profit on top. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this takes us over the next couple months, if not years, and then we're going to continue pushing from there. But yeah, if you guys want to sign up to the hedge fund, I'm not really promoting the trading group anymore, guys. So like, I'm not really trying to share my trading strategies with the public as much. I'm mainly going to be pushing the hedge fund. So if you guys want to sign up for the hedge fund, the website is kodikaicapital.com. If you guys are part of the group already, don't worry, you guys are going to keep having access to my strategies and my algo. But if you guys are new, I'm probably not going to give access to the public as much. It's mainly going to be the hedge fund. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for the day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. If you guys are part of the YouTube and you guys want access to the Zoom, which is real time, just go on the website again. Go down to the description. It'll be this website here, Cody Kai Trades. You click on Live Trading Room, and that's where you'll get access to it. But all right, guys, great day today. 7 back-to-back wins, 14 R day, 0 losses, and we'll see if this week continues as we progress. As we get through this. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys back here on Market Open tomorrow.